Hello everybody, my name is That Joe Guy and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So, we are going to get on our way today and we're going to goddamn do that thing that Aveline asked us to do, as well as do, we have a few quests out going outside of the city. So let's do those today. However, first I want to talk about DLC. Now, I have DLC for this game. You may have noticed a premium content thing in there which was not there before. Now, I'd had this since the start, but because I hadn't logged into my EA account via Dragon Age Origins, via Dragon Age 2, like, if you remember, the first thing that came up when I started the game was a login screen. I never filled that out, I never logged in, and therefore, like, the DLC was technically unauthorized, and so I couldn't play it, which is a bit weird, but whatever. So we have it now. So we're actually, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go home, because there's like a few things here. Okay, here's the premium content, right? Now, I shied away from every bit of premium content. It was like, here's a mercenary pack full of equipment. I'm like, ugh, no thanks. Like, I don't care about like that extra equipment, no matter how good it is. It's just, it's weird and out of place in the game as far as I'm concerned. Especially, I heard that it turns up in Gamlen's house. You think Gamlen is sitting on a hoard of like really valuable like equipment and stuff like that? It's a bit silly. However, I did go for everything which was like mission based. So here we go. The FARC. I don't know which of these correspond to which DLC. I didn't pay too much attention to them when I was actually buying them. I gathered that they were story-based DLC. Alright, Far Cliffs of Kirkwall. Go home and check the special delivery storage chest. Lothering's Lament. Go home and check the special delivery storage chest. Black Emporium. Go home and see if any letters have been delivered. The Exiled Prince. Go to Chantry and Hightown by day. Return home to reminisce about a harrowing experience. And Mark of the Assassin. Remember the incident at Chateau Haine? There is a memento from that place in Gallen's house. So all this seems pretty much like available from the start. Now, I only picked up like 4 bits of DLC as far as I can remember, so it's interesting that I've got this many, like 6 missions because of it. However, outside the city today, on top of that, we also have the Bone Pit, we have the Magistrate's Orders in the Old Ruins, and we have, of course, the Way It Should Be with Aveline, which I think is one of the first things that we'll do, but we need to address this DLC thing, because I would have picked this up whilst wandering around town regardless. I just happened not to.
See how you like drunk men pinching your ass and trying to lick you. Ugh.
Ugh, that was kind of a gross sentence. So let's pick up a party. Well, actually no, we're just heading back home. I might as well just go confirm. Might as well just go myself. By the way, I went through everybody's and like updated their equipment and made sure that their tactics. I'm trying some new things with tactics, which is more about like the modes people are going in and the people that they attack. But I'm trying some complicated things with it, and I'm not entirely sure how well it will work. We'll just see. Let's go to Gamlen's house. Whoa. Hello?
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
So this is our dog that we now have, is it? Cool, I guess he's just been walkies every single time. Freldon dog. Okay. Well, what's wrong?
City life not agreeing with you.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
Gamlen might miss him.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Drumming's always Gamlen. Oh god, I have another dog. This is unexpected. As I say, I didn't... This will all be news to me. Like, I barely read the DLC and I've pretty much forgotten everything it said. Okay, so now we have a dog. I wonder if I had this since the start, would this have been a companion that was with us on the way out of Freldon? Still, you know, now we have it. Mabari Hound from Freldon, makes sense. So last time I named my dog in Dragon Age Origins, I named it after my old dog, my wee West Highland White Terrier, which I had when I was a kid. I haven't personally owned a dog since then, but we do have a dog in the family still, who is just the sweetest, smartest dog in the world. So we're gonna call her Rona. Rona? Is it wise to name it exactly the same thing? Ronal. I'm trying to fantasize the name. Ronalera. Hiltronat. No. Let's go Rona. Rona's a good name for a dog. Rona.
I'll let you sleep.
Okay, so wait, was that? I've still got 6 of these. Reminisce about harrowing experience. There'll be some stuff to do around here. Hey, Bethany.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
Hello.
Is this dwarven venture truly the
Hello.
only way?
Your mother's busy
I hate to
writing
think
to
of
the
you going
Viscount.
willingly.
If you
Everybody
want
speaking
more
at once.
touching family stories, go to her.
Wow. The fuck? See, this is weird to have in this in this place. Whatever, we'll just deal with it. First of all, letters. The Black Emporium. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I've heard of you. I understand that you may need items from my collection as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclose our directions to the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Sounds like an Orlesian, maybe. I don't know why. When I saw that door shut, I thought, oh, maybe there's DLC behind this door, hidden away now. Alright, well, let's look at this one at a time, starting with the least ridiculous to the most ridiculous. Tomes. Tomes allow Hawke to instantly learn abilities or improve attributes. They are used as soon as Hawke acquires them. You know, maybe I got this as part of, like, the addition of... Oh, fuck's sake. I should have known better to not just read the top up. Maybe I got this as part of, like, the Black Emporium, or... something? Oh, look, there's all that stuff, too. Okay. Take on. I just level up. I got some extra points. Hang on. I will admit, like, I'm not entirely comfortable with this. Like, I mean, it's only 2 attribute points, so I'll live. But if that gave me like 3 extra levels, I'd be like, oh no, don't do that. Because I like to play the game as it is intended. And all this boost stuff is kind of artificial. So, okay, hang on. First of all, complete quests, premium content. The package was collected, so these 2 are just like side things. Let's go to the codex. Aha. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Barbari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Barbari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognised instantly as a person of worth. Military strategy, a sight and sound of way of war dogs, yeah, absolutely. Those guys are baller, yo. Okay, written by Farcliffs of Kirkwall. Ferelden refugee as she fled the Blight. This book of poems describes her dreams of a new start in Kirkwall, the city across the sea. Readers will surely be enriched by her insights. Ah, okay. Ferelden refugee as she fled the Blight. This book of poems contains touching touching flip-flop-flops of all she had to leave behind. Readers will surely benefit from her experience. Okay, that makes sense. So, sit down to read a couple of books. So I didn't gain an ability for that. I just gained like 2 attributes. So what should I put that into? Critical damage is one thing. I've been hearing a lot about that the defense attribute in this game is useless, which is a shame because as like a tank, I would be preferred to be the type that would, to quote one of the abilities in here, turn the blade, as opposed to simply what's the right way? Like tank the damage, take the hits. But if it's useless in this game, then I don't know. I'll leave this as it is for now. I know I have some commenters who are like really knowledgeable about the attribute side of this game. So I would really appreciate it if you could let me know, is defense worth me putting my points into? That'd be really helpful. I wouldn't mind a bit more critical chance just with dexterity. Magic doesn't give me anything, a bit more stamina because I'm upkeeping mode. Since these are like extra points, I think I might spend these on something I wouldn't normally. Bit of willpower to give me some extra stamina. Yeah, I like that. Why the hell not? And I got an extra 2,500 experience from that too. Okay. Oh, what else did I get? Didn't I get I got something there. Didn't I get Tomb of the First Warden or something? Hang on, that was in the Codex. The notes, no. Art of War. Hang on. There it is. Tomes of Hawks. Oh, a Tome of the Mortal Vessel grants one or more attribute points. A Tome of Technique grants an ability point. Ah. Tome of Unlearning allows Hawks to reallocate all ability, attribute, and specialization points. Gotcha. So I got two Tombs of the Mortal Vessel there, or just one? Aha. They're used as soon as Hawke acquires them. So yeah, whatever was in that special delivery chest, we got it and we got the benefits. That's cool, and they're not too hefty as well. So Memento of Mark of the Assassin. Harrowing experience. You know what? It looks like I can start these at any time I want, and when I start them, just because, you know, reminiscing about them will start on something, it'll start to take me through that quest. So I'm actually going to leave these for now and deal with them later. We have stuff to do, and we've been procrastinating those other missions for a little bit too long. And what is that up there, and why can't we access it? Is it somebody else's house? Is there something back there? No, I suppose not. Just a wee glitch. Alright, so is there anything else I need to do back here? Letters. Oh, did I mark that as red? Read. There we go. Go to the Black Emporium. And the Exiled Prince. Go to the Chantry in Hightown by day. This I think I might just do. Because people were expecting it to happen a few episodes ago when I went into the Chantry, so I would have encountered that regardless. Rona. Hey, Dougie. Alright, let's boogie. Now... Do we take... Who do we take? Where are we going, even? Well, today I suppose we're taking, obviously, Bethany. And let's take Fenris out for a little bit longer as well. Heading into... the Black Emporium down there in Undertoon. I did sort of want to do some shopping. We do keep procrastinating, but the hell with it. Equipment. I need equipment, right? I mean, I'm assuming this is all going to be like super expensive, and I only have one gold, but I do want to see if I can get like an upgrade to my sword. Oh, you guys all leveled up too. Excellent. You know why that's excellent? Is because I already pretty much know what I want to get for folks. Except for, you know, you here. Strength, Constitution, Willpower. That's a fairly good spread for the type of warrior you are. Now, there are some areas, like I'm going to start with Aveline targeting some areas which I am not at myself, because I'm going to be quite a defensive tank, so bringing you into something else, like these for example, which I'm probably not going to go into. Stagger chance. 100% versus stun targets. Cool, so like you pommel strike them and then you hit them after. Then there's this, perception. You know, considering you're a defensive character regardless, I think it actually is worth putting that point. And I know I said I had it in mind. This was yesterday. I've forgotten already. Oh, hold on. I'll be back in a moment when I decide. Good for flanking? Good for flanking. Bethany, dearest. Up that magic. Your mana isn't so much of an issue as your cooldowns, so just pump that twice to get the power up. Yeah. And, wow. You know, I said that I knew what I wanted to do for everybody. I actually think I forgot to think about it for most people. That's kind of dumb. Heal becomes a tide of restorative energy, though. We are having some problems like keeping heals in. So having them be more powerful would be so helpful. Having said that, your abilities are like so limited at the moment. Do you want to get you something else, like a Firestorm? Winter's Blast? Yeah. Burns with cold, affecting other enemies near the target, and may leave some foes in brittle state. That's what that does, right? How about this? Firestorm. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna look through these again. You know, weren't we just saying that we need a defensive thing for you? Getting this Mind Blast thing, telekinetic force that knocks enemies back and diverts hostile attention, can be really good. Elemental weapons is also really tasty as well. Like that would increase like threat generated by the rest of the party. She is, threat management is one thing. This or the upgraded heal, I think. And considering that we're trying to buff damage in general taken across the party, I think this may be more useful. It's only 10% of mana as well. Yeah, this is a solid choice. As for you, buddy, you're a powerhouse, so I'm tempted to just do that and be done with it. Just try and get you doing as much damage as possible. That initial boost, yeah, I like it. And as for this stuff, yeah, upgrade that. Cool, love it. And we're good otherwise. The Black Emporium, so where are you? I assume you'd be down here. Let's go to my journal and mark as active quest. Back to the map. No, I think maybe it's like a separate area I have to approach. The Black Emporium. Oh, is that it? Is it? Quest completed? Alrighty. Nice place you got here. What are some of these things?
Customer. Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone. Welcome to the Black Emporium.
Where are you? What's that? Relics and antiques, crafting materials, xenon. So it is you? Yeah, I thought you were just a statue.
I am the great and magnificent Xenon, the antiquarian.
Cool. Anything else? Who is this person? Characters. You received the invitation? Then you are fortunate indeed. Xenon is no ordinary man, as you will discover for yourself when you enter the Black Emporium. The item you'll see resting in the chair is not one of the displays, rather it is the proprietor. It may speak to you. That's Xenon, using the mystical bauble that has allowed him to communicate since he lost the power of speech. The story tells that Xenon was a Kirkwall nobleman in the Age of Steel almost 300 years ago. Obsessed with the pursuit of eternal life, he made a deal with a powerful witch. Some say it was the legendary Antivan Witch of the Weirs, and his wish was granted. He obtained eternal life, but not eternal youth. His body became decrepit, and he used his vast wealth to seek out ways to preserve it. Some were magical, many were dangerous, and almost all of them were unsuccessful. What remains is an immobile mass of twisted flesh, and I think Xenon's mind has slowly decayed along with his body. He hid away in the Undercity and has slowly amassed a collection that's sure to amaze. If he invited you, he thinks you have the coin he needs to further his search for a cure. Just don't think of stealing anything. The golem is not for show. Although you're free to look around at the shop, I wouldn't suggest staying over long. He might be present for one of the baths his servant gives him hourly to keep his flesh from becoming completely desiccated. Trust me, you don't want that.
Let me know what you'd like to purchase. Looking this dapper costs a lot of gold.
Wow. Andraste in nude. Lovely. Can stone lie with purpose? Can it beckon with raw feminine command? Yet shine with an inspiring virtue? That challenge was posed to sculptor Arwand de Glace, artisan and son of Empress Vogine of Orlais. It was busy work and rhetoric in a time of excess, but answer he did. With the reserves of a nation and passion unhealthy, his subject, Our Lady, though not as depicted in traditional statuary. Arwen's mad ambitions summoned the form of Andraste uninterrupted by the trappings of war and devoid of the vestments she assumed after death. It was living, commanding, obscene, yet inspired. To gaze upon it was to be enthralled, spiritually and physically. It was the latter that alarmed Chantry officials. They blanched at the thought of Our Lady being possessed of such a base appeal, even as they, too, were drawn. The work could not be destroyed without threatening the balance between Empire and Hallowed, so grave censorship was enacted under the guise of honouring. Enchanters were tasked with extending the ethereal that hides the fade, drawing it around the form like a cloak. Our Lady remains in the stone and in this world, but mortal eyes are forever denied her treasure and glory. She is veiled in every sense. As in all things, unintended consequences must vex those with pure intentions. Modesty would have been better served by a thickened sheet, drawn back when techniques were to be studied. As it is, the sculpture's skills are accessible only to an exploring touch, defining the shape by intimate caress. All manner of strange congress has stemmed from tempted hands and the innocent wish for clarity. Okay.
Please, don't fondle and trust.
I'll do my best. Hello, sir.
That Gollum's name is Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum III. He's my favorite.
Nice to meet you, Thaddy boy.
Look around. So many things to admire.
I expressed my incredulity to the shop's assistant, who coldly noted that he did not like my implication. He insisted that every article in the Black Emporium was genuine, no fakes, imitations, or cheap knockoffs. I must have appeared unconvinced, for the assistant narrowed his eyes at me and disappeared into the bowels of the shop. Returning several minutes later, he removed the jar of pickled apples from its display case and proceeded to carefully, reverentially remove the wax seal from the lid of the jar. I watched with fascination as the jar was opened, and a single rosy apple pulled from it. It looked as if it had been picked just that day, at the peak of ripeness. With a paring knife, the assistant cut the tiniest sliver of flesh from the apple and presented it to me. The flavour of that one small sliver was astonishing. It was as close to a perfect apple as ever there was. I was experiencing the essence of every apple ever eaten, and that ever will be eaten. When it was over, the sense of loss that filled me was sharp enough to move me to tears. The rest of the apple was returned to the jar, which was then resealed. I paid 5 sovereigns for that single taste, and I believe I got the better part of the bargain. So what's in here then? This dirty barrel.
I tire of those plebeian items. Take what you like. No charge.
We'll see about that. Okay. Dagger, a leather cuirass, helm of appreciation. 30 armor, 9 defense, and 3 armor, so 33 armor essentially. Helm of appreciation. Okay. Cool. I mean, I'll try that out because it's not like anything which I spot which is like too overpowered I won't take, but some of the stuff seems fine. Ring of Unheeded Wisdom, Cunning, Health, Damage Resistance. Let's have a look at that. There isn't much here. It's a lot of rogue stuff. Excuse me.
No charge, Thaddeus. You hear me?
That shield looks familiar, but it is a sort of like standard Templar shield. Helm of Appreciation, huh? 9 defense. Yeah, I prefer my blood helm, personally. But thanks, I'll sell that for Queen. What else did I get? I got a ring, right? Ring of Unheeded Wisdom. 1 cunning, 5 health, 2 damage resistance. So this is cunning? It's damage resistance as well, so that will increase my defense. Why the hey not? The box of screaming. I received the box from a man I met in the Silent Plains. He spoke little and would not reveal his name. For reasons I shall not detail here, I had been kidnapped and left for dead in that grey wind-blasted wasteland. After days of walking, I was parched and close to death. I was about to dash my head on a rock to speed my passing when the man arrived. He possessed a water skin containing ample water for a person travelling from our location to the Imperial Highway. From there, he said, I could find my way to Solace or Perivantium. He offered to give me the water skin if I agreed to take 3 things from him: a glowing crystalline shard, a bronze sphere, and an iron-bound box with no hinges. I asked the man if he wished to have these items delivered. He said that he merely wanted me to have them. It was an odd request, but I was too weak and too desperate to think much of it. And so I agreed. The man put the items into a leather sack, which he handed to me along with the water. What about you? I asked. He said nothing, only pointed in the direction from which I had come. There is nothing that way, I said. He merely smiled at me. I found the Imperial Highway about a day later, and a caravan driver agreed to take me to Paravantium in exchange for the large glowing shard. In Paravantium, I bartered the bronze sphere for new clothes and room at the inn. That night, I examined the iron-bound box and found no way to open it. I held it to my ear and thought I heard slow, measured breathing coming from within. My mind was afire with curiosity, and I obtained from the innkeeper a large hammer, thinking to smash the thing open. The moment the hammer touched the box, it shrieked. The shrill sound pierced the depths of my soul. I gave the box to the innkeeper in the morning and felt better having rid myself of it. How very strange. Tales from around the world.
All manner of crafting lore, gathered from throughout Veda. Price is negotiable.
Right. Crafting materials? Oh, there we go. Well, you know what I could use? Oh. Right, it just has these. This is pretty valuable, and I picked up a bit of extra gold somewhere. So let's buy a few more of those. Lyrium, stamina, injury kits we're kind of doing okay on. Combustion grenade. These are big ass elixirs. Maker's Sigh, what's this? Reallocate his or her attribute, specialization, spells, and talents. That's good. That takes some pressure off me to make the right decision all the time. Might as well sell some of this stuff while I'm here too. But this is just ingredients actually. I'm curious first as to whether there's like an actual store. Relic.
Those rare, enchanted goods are the prizes of my collection. Master Socks. You can never have enough socks.
Okay. So here we go. Some of these expensive items. Cool. Some of them I can wear. Let's sell this stuff first. Don't need that, don't need that. Sell all that. Sell all the junk. Now we have a bit more gold, but not a lot more gold. What's this? You know, no point in looking through this stuff until I have the money for it anyway. Relics and antiques. Stare into the mirror.
Do not stare too intently at that. On second thought, please do.
Hope you die in that chair. Hey, there's an urchin child over there. I didn't even notice. Oh, look. It's me. Well, I don't want to change anything else by myself, but I feel like I can. Where's the done button? Am I still myself? Good to know I can grow hair if I ever want to. Cool, I still look like me. Blurry me because cameras didn't have close focus back in this day. Right, I mean, is that it? Are we good? Hello there, small child.
Don't manhandle the urchin. He's not for sale. Find your own.
That's pretty gross. Thanks, bro. You're super weird. But I like you because you're quirky. And as a quirky guy myself, I respond to that in a positive fashion. Let's go to low tide.